Welcome back, everyone. And we're in DPT 100. This is the second week, and again, we're jumping into Tinkercad, which is a really cool little program. It's got a lot of capabilities in it. You can design about anything you want. This is probably our last class with Tinkercad, and we're going to jump into Fusion next. But let's jump on here, and this is going to be a project that you design for yourself. It's going to be a holder for your cell phone, and I just want you to come up with some cool ideas. And on this one, depends on what kind of phone that you have or you want to make for somebody. Maybe you want to make this for somebody that has a phone. So you got to figure out what the dimensions are because there's so many different sizes, and basically you can do this in metric or you can do it in standard inches. It just depends on what kind of measuring device that you're using, or you can convert it. That's no big deal either. You can convert from standard to metric and vice versa. But if you've got a standard inch scale, just go ahead and switch this thing. Right here, settings. It always defaults to metric, millimeters, but you can change it here. Down here at the bottom at settings, you can change it to standard inches. Okay, and close settings. It's there. It's going to snap grid to 1/8 of an inch. That's fine. But you can, this is yours. Make this your own. I'm just going to go in here and tinker around here just a little bit. Tinkercad, right? I want to click, and my phone here it's an iPhone. I don't know which version it is. It's 3 inches wide and it's 6 inches tall. Okay, so when I go to do this, I'm just going to stretch over here. I go about 3.5. Okay, just a second, I lost my measurement there. I'll just do a 3.5, and let's go ahead and get my height on here. And it's 6 inches tall, so I'll just go ahead and do a 7. And the thickness of it, I want it to be about 3/8 of an inch thick. That should be fine. As far as my thickness of my holder, I'm looking at my phone. It's almost 1/2 of an inch wide. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do 0.875 on this. Okay. So I grab this and pull it back to not 5/8, but 7/8. Let's do 7/8. Yeah, 7/8 would be good. I want to make sure too on this one I didn't change anything, and I kind of did, didn't I? So I'll click on that. I'll make that 3.5. And my thickness of this thing, 7/8. I'll go with that. That looks fine. All right, so now once I get this thing in here, I'm going to click on it, and I can hit and this is just me. You guys fix this anyhow you want. I grab the angle here if I can get a hold of it just right. Hang on. Come on now. There, I finally got a hold of it. 22, negative 22.5, that's just a little bit too much. Let's try negative 15. Yeah, that looks like that'll hold on there pretty good. So we'll go with that. And mine's going to be really simple. I've got to cut some of this out. You can actually come here and build a little landing on it. I'm just going to I want to cut mine out. I'm just going to cut this sucker out. So I need to turn the angle on this one to negative 15. And I'm going to take, you know what? I want to undo that back because it might be easier if we just go ahead and get our dimensions now, right? And then do our rotate in just a minute. So that's really all I need right there, and then I can do my rotate. Fighting with it, I'll just put -15 in there, right? Okay, so now I've got it just about where I want it. Okay. I'm just going to move it back into my part just a little bit. Grab the wrong one. Okay. That's 0.5, so I'm back into it a little bit. I got my little lip there at the bottom, which I like. And I grab this and I can make sure I'm grabbing the right part here. I'm going to bring that all the way across just like that. And I can cut. Now, if you remember, I can go in here and click on that part, then I shift, hit this part, and there we are. I mean, you guys can do it however you want to. That's totally going to be your call, how you want to do it. And now I just need to put me a little something for support on the back of it. So I'll use a wedge here. You know what? I would have been better off to undo that. Let me go back. Escape out. I want to undo something. I don't want to cut that out just quite yet. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to cut that out just quite yet because there's something else I got to do. And I might even bring that down just a fuzz if I can catch the right grip here. It's hard to tell where it's at sometimes. No, that's the depth. Here it is. I'll bring that on down just a little bit. Alright, so that's all I want to. Also, now let's go ahead and put our wedge in. So I come over here to put my wedge in. I want to put it, I'll click that wedge. I want to put it right there. And I'll build this sucker up a little bit. Looks a little better. Get some good, yeah, that looks a lot better. Got good support where it's coming back a little bit further. I don't need it to be that thick, but I do need to center it a little bit better. So this is just, there we go. Pretty close. And I'm just going to take it, move it in, bring it up. So I've got enough space there. That looks pretty good. And I'm just going to bring this back a little bit. I just want just enough to cover. And see, what I wanted to do is just make sure that this is inside of this. Now we could adjust this out if we had to, but that's going to hold it just fine. Probably that's just really overkill. But if you notice my wedge up here, it's in this cut zone, so I'll cut every bit of this out at one shot. So first thing I want to do is click on this, hit my shift button, click on this, and I will add those together. Okay, and then I will go and click on my whole part, shift, click on my cut, and subtract that all. And you can kind of see now what I was getting into. And this is just something to do. And then also, if you want to put your text on the bottom of it, I'll put my text right here. and text right here. What do I want to put on that? I'll put my name. Ta-da! Perfect. So I've got to shrink that down to make it fit. Smashed it in there, didn't we? All right. So that's looking okay, I guess. You guys will do a better job at it than I will. So get that in there. Get it sized up however you want to get it. It's kind of smushed, but it's a little thick, so I need to bring that back a little bit. You don't want it too awfully thick. Undo that. I grabbed the wrong thing. It's pretty neat where it's on that angle. It's doing it at an angle. But you could have done it other ways than what I'm doing it. We'll bring that on into it. So I think that's pretty cool. Sweet. Again, click on it, hit your shift button, click on your text, add those together, and bing, bang, boom, you've got it. And you can, however you want to design this, this is totally yours, okay? And just make sure you save it and follow all the instructions to submit it. But if you're having any questions with this Tinkercad, please let me know. But again, this is probably our last project before we get into Autodesk Fusion. So have fun with it. Just do whatever you feel, whatever. Just make it cool. Just make it unique to you. So if you have any questions, let me know.